All right, here we are at Colorado High School Charter's GES campus, kind of doing some updates and fixing up their aquaponics system. So you see we kind of have the infrastructure laid out, and we have our media-based raft bed, or media-based bed growing, but we want to set it up, pull our raft bed up and get it ready to plant some starts in here. So we're going to plant seeds in here that we're going to be bringing to our outside garden that we're going to start up in the next 3 weeks or so. So we want to make sure we get everything in now so they're the right size for when the frost family finishes. We'll be able to get those planted outside. So me and Stan are going to be working today. Maybe we'll have some students in the mix. It's the last day of our block, so students are kind of in and out throughout the day today. But we'll see what we can get done. Hopefully we'll get our seeds planted, we'll get our raft bed filled, and maybe get our aerator and our air stones going.
Awesome. So what do we have growing in here so far?
Yeah, so in here we got many different kind of lettuces going here and leafy greens. We have some different kales that are doing okay. We have some herbs that seem to be bolting a little earlier than expected. Then just some house plants that we got for free that we still need to get out of this system actually. In the back we have some flowers that are doing okay, but the depth of the water wasn't quite right, so the seedlings are doing here and there. We have some rainbow chard going. Yeah, that's what we have right now. I think we're going to focus on leafy greens, but the plantings that we're going to be doing are hopefully some warm weather crops, so some squashes, some cucumbers, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, and so this system is just about, what would you say, about 3 or 4 weeks old?
Yeah, pretty new still. We finished at the end of the last block, so yeah, about a month old. We still haven't really got it up and functioning yet, so that's going to be over our spring break. We're going to be bringing in some mini goldfish and actually get the system to be functioning the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, awesome. Well, yes, and you can see that there's no fish added quite yet, but we are going to be working on getting the fish installed. This is a collaborative effort between Colorado High School Charter and Rebirth, so we will be working on the system now, and as he mentioned, here is the raised bed with the media, and then we are going to have a raft bed down here. You can see that there is lighting added over both beds. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the camera just to kind of keep track of our progress, and we're going to just keep on working on some developments here. So we'll get this set up for you and we'll get going.
I'm just going to put this over here.
Okay. Are these here for
Oh, no reason. I was just using them to be able to stand across the raft bed because we decided to put the raft bed in before we decided we were going to actually hang the lights. So that was a bit of a challenge to see why I was supposed to screw it over there. But I'm not too worried about it. We know we're going to be here next year, so that's kind of, just know where we're going to be putting the lights.
Oh, good.
And then I think we'll be moving after that elsewhere. So, real quick, what I have to go do, Stan, I just have to get these to my other class.
Sure.
If you want to take, so that bag, if you were able to pull some seeds out and just check to see which seeds there. I also have the seeds you gave me the other day.
Oh, and so we're going to do some starts, you said, right?
Yeah, that's my plan is to get some seeds planted. We also are going to have to move some things around, I think, in that media bed to get those going.
Yeah.
And we'll be using this stuff here.
Okay.
To kind of start those. So we'll break off whatever chunks we're going to start in, because there's like a 3-step rinse process that the guy that sold these to me recommended, which just like cover the water,
Okay, so go through just, I'll pick out some good seeds and figure out what we want to put in.
Yep, and I'll grab the ones that you give me. I just have these.
Oh, right. Okay. Sounds good. So we're going going to be taking a look at some seeds that we have here, and we're going to get them started. Again, the system is pretty young so far, so still definitely a lot of work to be done. We'll just kind of take a look to see what kind of seeds we're working with here. The last frost is projected to be end of April, early May. So let's see. Got some flowers here. More flowers. Pumpkin, that's not going to work well for us quite yet. Thyme, that might be a good one. Let's take a look. What else we got here? Wildflower seeds, this is going to be good for outside. Good for the bees. Got some more beans. This would be good for outdoor. Cucumbers, that might be good for us, depending on what we have. Kohlrabi. Let's see, peppers will be good. So let's put that over here. Let's see, corn. Save that for the outside. Some flowers. What we're going to be looking for, particularly for the aquaponics system, is leafy greens. And that's going to be what's going to grow best in here. Oh, basil, that's perfect. We're going to need that. Let's see. Cauliflower, that'll be good for outside. Sage, that's a good herb for the aquaponics system. Broccoli, door. Let's see what else we have here. Peppers, those are going to be good for the system. And ultimately, what we're going to want to do is use the aquaponics system to start the seeds, and we're going to bring a lot of them outside. And once it warms up a little bit, we want to put the aerator stones in here as well. This aquaponics system is not very old. It's been built for about a month, I would say, so still a lot of work to do. What we'll want to do soon is try to get all the chemistry and the water right, and from there add some goldfish. And the goldfish hopefully will last the summer, and then we're really going to pick things back up in the fall with the new class of students that are going to be taking on this project. Thanks for the question, Norman Highgarden. Alright, so what I've picked out here is sage. We've got some peppers, Anaheim peppers, basil, cucumber, some jalapeno peppers, and thyme. I think these are going to be the best starts from this batch. So what I will do is get this set up over here again and get to work on planting these seedlings.
You know, Stan, I don't know where I placed those seeds that you had given me before.
That's
so
okay.
We're going to plant what we got today, and we'll fix those up another day.
Perfect. Well, I picked these out, I think.
Yeah, those would be great to start, I think, today.
That's yeah, and also sage.
Yeah, I think it's nice to plant those. They'll actually keep them.
What we can also maybe do, I don't know if we have time, is just kind of reuse this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they seem to be kind of confusing me because it's moist.
It's almost maybe too wet.
Because it's not.
Maybe it's just not getting enough light.
I think, but these are, you know, I have no idea what's up with them because those aren't very high light, like loving plants. I think I didn't give them a lot of love when I first transplanted them. I think that what the problem was like right off the bat. Because like I was doing a better job of keeping it moist like afterwards. So like this mint looked like it's doing okay, but that's about it. Like these might still be able to live. This one, I'm not sure what it would need to be able to live. Like I mean, you see the roots aren't taking anything.
Yeah.
They just stay in the little clump. And these ones are nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know, there's a really cool idea in this book for cucumbers.
Indoors?
Yeah. This is also like, this could be the base, and all you need is like to build like a cool little trellis. Just like,
Yeah, like you said, we could start them in here, you
Yeah.
know, and then we can like bring them out there.
exactly.
If we do that, I'm just going to put all the rest of what we have in the soil into here too, because I'd like to, because it's not that deep. It only goes about, you know, maybe 4 or 5 inches, so it's pretty shallow. So, but we could definitely get the seeds started.
Cool.
For that.
So how does this work?
So that, what we'll do is we could break off whatever chunks we want. And I think as far as like this is concerned, we just need to figure out how many of them we want to plant. About 20. Yeah, and then what we'll do is it sounds like we just need to rinse it. So I'll get another tub. We'll rinse it once, dump it, rinse it again, dump it, and then we just soak it one more time, and then they're good just to drop 1 seed in each, and then we'll start breaking them individually in places. For my car, I'm actually going to go grab the other. There is a little bit of water. It's pretty low right now. The roots in here are all pretty well developed now. That's why you get leaking until I just took another layer off. But I have another one of these that I want to raise it. Want to raise it one more. You're finished? Did you finish the equations? Yeah. Can I check that real quick before you head out? Can you grab that paper? Did your car survive? Did your egg survive? No. No? The egg did it? So I'm going to grab one of these in my car. Can you grab the tub real quick if you want to start that? Perfect. Let's do that.
I'm gonna pick off some of these these flowers.
Yeah, I should have picked those well before. Because I think that plant's probably shot at this point.
This guy?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll keep. Do you think it'll keep coming back?
Yeah.
Even if you pick the flowers now, it'll stop bolting?
I think so.
Here we go. You got nothing to lose.
It's got like a couple like new heads.
Yeah.
Down here.
I will grab. I'm gonna grab that in my car real quick.
Yeah, I could talk about that, Andrew. So my name is Stan Kerpak, and I was the Senior Director of the Garden Your Own Growth program in Norman, where I helped set up the Norman High Garden, as well as several of the other gardens that currently are flourishing in Norman. And I moved out here to Colorado, and this is the first big project that we have Earth Rebirth has going in Denver. And this was grant funded initially. And also there was a crowd funding effort to raise another $1,100. So just about $2,000 made the system possible. And Mr. Green and I are working very hard to make the system be lasting. And also the plan is once this high school moves to a new location, we'll be able to pick this system up and bring it to the new place as well. So that is just kind of a background about my experience in the program and how this new project is has been set up here in Colorado. So thank you for that question.
Yeah, I'm so used to Facebook Live thing. Like, I forgot that you can like talk to people and people can like ask questions and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, people are asking questions and they are interacting. So that's really neat. know what? I think some of these are already.
Yeah, I think so. Might definitely not be. That stuff, I need to start cutting it back because if I don't cut it back,
See, like she's kind of this way already. So what you can do, like just all the outside stuff, just cut it away.
Yeah, I think what happened initially too is the water was really low. Something was going on there.
I guess you can take a little salad.
Yeah.
Still a little.
That one, yeah, we could probably take that out of there. I could probably start just keeping it outside. I think we just toss it in here because I got a bunch of food plants and stuff like that.
Nice.
I gotta get a screwdriver big enough for to tighten that piece came off there. So I want to make sure that's tightened. If you want to stay, you want to do the rinse thing on these guys?
Yeah, sure.
So I think
In this tub?
yeah, so this tub's got a little bit of dirt spot. We want to just give it a quick rinse, dump that, and then we'll just sit this to the bottom. We just fill the tub to cover it, leave it for like a minute. Sure. We'll dump it, and we'll do that same thing like 3 times.
Okay.
And then we'll grab a screwdriver and then we'll get that set.
So right now what we're doing is we are getting our seed pods ready to go so we can plant some starters for both the aquaponics system and the outdoor garden that we are growing.
Right.
Alright, so I've given them a good soak. Now I'll just take them out.
Yeah, and then just dump it, and then I think we just do that. And this was per his recommendation. Those are called Oasis cubes, I believe. And he was just saying that price point on them was much better than the coconut cure, and also they don't hold as much moisture as the coconut cure or as the rock wool. Which he's saying, which he was really recommending, the fact that they don't hold as much moisture.
Should I pour this in there or in here?
Just pour that outside, just because I'd rather not get the sediment in here.
Yeah.
Keep that out. Thanks, Dan. Sure. So, Stan, do you guys have spring break coming up?
We don't. We have rolling start dates once a month. So.
Is that because it's the international program, or is that just MSU Global? Or is it CSU Global?
CSU Global. Yeah, it's pretty much all online. So students can start whenever they want.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a Groundhog's Day.
And is that the same with the summer too? So there's no like traditional summer then?
No. Students just power through. So it's good for them, but for us, no break.
I can imagine that being tough.
Yeah, it's alright though. Part of the deal.
Yeah, I guess that's what most folks that we're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
They don't get. Bring some summer.
I'd like to be a teacher.
What's that?
I'd like to be a teacher one day. We'll see what happens. I might.
Oh, we got things moving again.
Okay.
So that's one step
Yeah.
away.
It's moving again.
Yeah. I just needed to put some more water in. I needed to just kind of fix the pump a little bit. Get it going. Stan's a nice motivator too. It's nice to have somebody pushing us.
Nice.
So is that one more time?
I think that's probably good. And as long as they're moist, I think that's what they were. That's the goal. Yeah. So I think this now that it has the higher thing, this should be good too. Coming up higher. I'm gonna just go get some scissors real quick so we can harvest whatever that's going.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we can clear up some space and see where we want to plant things. How's it going?
Can we give this to any students today?
What's that?
All right. Is it
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go to
I'm sure there's
students?
students that we've done.
All right. All right, so what we're going to do now is break apart the seed pods and plant some of our starters. That way we can have seeds going in the aquaponics system, which we will later transplant to outside as we're getting closer to the last frost date here in Denver, Colorado. All right, where did those seeds go?
Seeds.
Oh, there.
Ah.
Just go ahead and put some in there.
Yeah, I think as long as we know, and then if we want to put them in rows, I got some tongue depressors too. I just need to find where I put them, so we can kind of just set like what we know, or if we just follow along with some kind of.
yeah.
I think we got those tongue depressors. That's
Here, I
fine.
could keep picking them.
Sounds good.
Is this the first harvest?
Yeah, it is. You haven't harvested anything yet.
All right, folks, very exciting times. It's going to be the first harvest from the aquaponics system. So let's get some good lettuce going from this. so much coming off.
We could probably take some of this than this guy.
Yeah,
They're
definitely.
small, but-
Oh, this is really good.
I think I'm gonna just send it home as one student. Cool. All right. So what do we got up here? I'm just gonna write out how many this.
You have like a plastic bag we can put all this in?
Yeah, I got this little guy right here. Brandon, we're harvesting it right now, bud. You want to come harvest it? Come on over. Stan, this is Brandon. Brandon's one of our students here. Brandon, this is Stan. He's with one of our partners with Rebirth.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, have you ever harvested anything like this before? Right, so kind of see how basically these, as these grow, they're going to grow out in the middle, come out to the outsides. So what we can do is just see how the ones at the bottom, these are going to be the older ones. So these are the ones you want to harvest. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just going down here kind of towards the bottom, to the outside, snip it just like that. And you see how this only leaves kind of like the new growth right in the middle. So that's what you want to do is just trim this one down, get all the outside. Yeah, and then all this, and it'll keep growing back. So if you just take this and yeah, I would say like, for instance, like here, I would do like this one, this one, this one. See like kind of all the ones that I would leave. These, so it's like yeah, all these ones at the bottom, you can go and cut them. Just take a little bit and just put them over here, and you do a nice, perfectly freshest salad you can imagine.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, lid over here.
Here.
Plant some of the seeds, or if we want to put this up here,
Yeah, sure.
plant some of the seeds here. Yeah, I'll just put all of these up